All right. Hello, everybody. Zaxter99 back with another relationship life coach video. I haven't done one of these in a while. I've been meaning to do this video for some time, but I need to make this video because there are a lot of websites and videos on this already out there. But for anybody who likes my videos, discussing relationships and heartbreak and all the things I've done, this is a very important topic, and we're going to be discussing gaslighting today. And it happens quite often. Now, I do think that the term gaslighting and the word narcissist is heavily overused today. A lot of people throw these words around and accusations of narcissism and gaslighting all too often. But sadly, I do believe it is pretty common in relationships, especially with gaslighting. Now, it's important to understand that gaslighting is it's manipulation, right? It's abuse. It's emotional abuse, and the bully or the gaslighter often basically takes their target, usually their partner, and they make the victim, their partner, like doubt their self, and maybe even doubt their perceptions of the world, and maybe even wonder if they're going insane. And that's why it's abuse, because it's targeted and very well done, almost like a spider spinning a web, an intricate web, and trapping their victim in a place where it's hard for them to get free. Okay? They want to leave. They want the truth. The victim, the partner that's getting abused in these kind of relationships, wants to leave, wants to be free, but the bully or the gaslighter makes them start doubting their self, makes them doubt their own judgment, makes them doubt, like, why would they ever leave? They're a failure. They're lucky to have the gaslighter as a partner, that kind of thing, because it really is abuse. Now, keep in mind that gaslighting can happen in, like, family relationships between friends and stuff like that. It's a form of manipulation. But most often, it does happen in romantic relationships. So, when we talk about the term gaslighting, where did it come from? Like, where was it born? Where does it come from? So, gaslighting comes from a 1938 play that is known in America as Angel Street. Later, the film was turned in or changed the name to the name Gaslight by Alfred Hitchcock. So it was a suspense movie or film, and it was where a husband tried to make his wife think that she was losing her mind, and he did this by making small changes in her environment, like her house, that including slowly and steadily dimming the flame on a gas lamp, and that's why it's called gaslighting. So he disrupted her environment and made her believe that she was slowly going insane. But then at the same time, he was controlling her and abusing her by cutting her completely off from her friends and family. So what happens is the wife began to second guess herself, her own feelings, her perceptions, and even her memories. She also started feeling like, she was going neurotic and losing control. And that really is the goal of the gaslighter, is to make their partner feel, or the victim feel, completely out of control, doubt every thought and feeling that they have, and totally trust their gaslighting partner, uh, and believe every lie and word that the gaslighter says. So the film is actually pretty spot on when it talks about the toxicity of a gaslighter. And that's why now psychologists and counselors call this type of emotionally abusive narcissism gaslighting, is based on how accurate this whole film was. So let's go ahead and talk about some signs that you might be getting gaslit in your relationship. We're going to talk more about the relationship side of gaslighting. Keep in mind that it can happen, in families. Your mother could be gaslighting, your daughter could be gaslighting, your uncle, your cousin, whoever. or your friend. It could happen with friendships and family. But like I said, more often than not, it does happen in romantic relationships. And I'm a relationship life coach, so I'm going to be talking about the relationship side of gaslighting in this video. So when you are being gaslit by your partner, understand that it can cause you to have depression, and it can have cause you to have concerns about your own thoughts, and even lead to thoughts of suicide because you lose that much control of your own emotional feelings. You start feeling out of control, like nothing you think about or feel is valid, because you're being gaslit to death. And that is the goal of the gaslighter, so they can have total control over you. It's really sad that it happens. I think it's a very small percentage of people out there that are gaslighters or that do gaslight their partner to this extreme. But I want you to know how bad it can actually be. So you need to ask yourself, in a partnership or in a relationship, if you even think that you might be, getting gaslit by your partner, you need to think and understand that there are some signs that you can look at, and if you're getting several of these signs that ring true for you, then chances are you're probably dealing with a gaslighter in your partnership, or your partner is gaslighting you. So if you start doubting like who you are, start doubting your own feelings, right? You try to convince yourself that you're getting treated, the treatment you're getting from your partner is not that bad, or that maybe you're too sensitive, right? It's probably your gaslighter talking and manipulating your own feelings and thoughts about yourself, making you believe that you're too sensitive. You start questioning your own judgment and perceptions of reality. You become afraid to speak up or express any kind of emotion, because when you tell your partner your feelings or how you feel, your partner doesn't care. They're cold, right? And they often take your feelings. So, for example, let's say that you are with a gaslighting partner and they do things, they might even set this up, right? They might even avoid you for a long period of time, or be away from work, late at night, and make you wonder if they're out cheating on you, or make you think that they're cheating. Maybe they're texting on their phone, maybe they're really playing a game or whatever, but they're trying to set you up so that you even think that, hey, are you cheating on me, or what's going on? Are you talking to somebody else, or whatever? Uh, and they might do this on purpose by completely ignoring you for long periods of time, unlike maybe what you're used to, right? And so if you ever let them know, like, hey, I'm starting to kind of feel like something's wrong, are you talking to somebody else, or is there somebody else out there that, are you bored by me? Whatever it be that you might say, the gaslighter is going to turn this around on you again, to try to make you start doubting your own feelings, to start doubting your feeling that you're not in a healthy relationship, right? So they're going to turn around and say things like, "Oh, you're so sensitive. Why are you so sensitive? Why do you imagine these crazy things?" Right? Your feelings are crazy. Keep in mind, guys, that if somebody really loves you and somebody really cares about you, they're going to genuinely care about you, how you feel. And if you bring to them that you think that, you're having feelings that, hey, you're not getting the kind of love that you're used to, you're not getting the kind of attention that maybe you were at the start of the relationship or whatever. I think if you bring something like that up to somebody who genuinely cares, they're going to be hurt by that. They're not going to attack you. They're not going to say, "Oh, you're crazy. Oh, you're way too sensitive. Oh, you're imagining stuff. Why do you always imagine these crazy things?" Right? But a gaslighter will do this, and sometimes even get angry, respond angrily, like to make you start doubting your own feelings. This is what I'm talking about with the gaslighting. So over time, you're going to start becoming more and more afraid to tell this gaslighter how you feel and what your emotions are, because over time you're going to learn that sharing your opinion with them will make you, in the end, feel even worse, and it's easier just to be quiet. So you're also going to, the gaslighter is going to make you feel insecure about yourself. You're going to feel like you're having to walk on eggshells around your partner, friend, or whoever it is that's gaslighting. So again, in a situation, we're talking about romantic relationships, your partner is going to make you feel like you have to walk around eggshells. You can't tell them how you feel, or you're going to be attacked. You're going to be blamed for being too insecure or not trusting, or, you know, they're going to accuse you of believing your own crazy imagination over trusting them, right? That kind of thing. And this is going to lead to you eventually feeling alone, right? So you're going to be in a relationship and you're going to feel more alone than you probably ever felt, right? So it's kind of sad that you can be in a relationship with somebody, and while in this relationship with them, this is another sign that you're in a relationship with a gaslighter. If you start feeling more alone in this relationship than maybe you were even when you were single before you met them, you probably are getting gaslit. Again, because you're going to start, anything you think or share with your partner is going to make you, your partner is going to blame you for being strange or crazy or absolutely insane. You've lost touch with reality. And the truth is, the gaslighter is just trying to trap you and make you start doubting yourself, your own thoughts, and doubting your own feelings. It's really sad. So another big sign that you're getting gaslit is you start wondering, you know, if you are really everything they say. If you start really wondering, am I crazy? Right? Am I too sensitive? Am I just an overly sensitive mess? Am I just so insecure that, I have no value in myself or whatever? But you got to understand, if you're with somebody and you're starting to feel like you're more insecure than ever when you're with a partner should make you feel more secure and more happy and have more self-confidence in who you are, right? They should make you happier more than they make you sad and depressed and doubting your own feelings of who you are. But if you're dating somebody and you start feeling like you're inadequate, if like you're unintelligent, or like you're losing your sanity, then chances are very high that again, you're dating a gaslighter. A gaslighter can also make you start being really insecure, basically, right? They're going to make you start doubting yourself in the end. And you're just going to start feeling like you have no strength. That, you know, you're gonna know inside that you used to be able to speak up and speak your mind and be more assertive, right? When you talk to somebody, now you're just like you want to keep to yourself. You don't want to talk to anybody. You don't want to talk to them, especially. But because you start losing your own confidence in yourself, you start pulling back from friends and family in this romantic relationship. A gaslighter will also love the fact that you're feeling confused, which is another sign that you're dating a gaslighter. So a gaslighter will often try to make you doubt your own memories and recollections of what might have happened. So, for example, let's say a gaslighter has cheated on you and been caught or busted cheating, right? And over time, anytime in a relationship or whatever, that you bring this up and you say, "Hey, let's just say that you're in a relationship and your partner's name is Sam, for example. You're a female, you're dating a guy named Sam, and you say, Sam, how about that time you cheated last summer with Lisa, right? I caught you. I caught the text message you guys were sending each other. You guys were sending each other nudes or whatever. And you bring anything like that up to them, right? Like you try to be more assertive, right? You try to stand up to them and say, it's hard for me to trust you because I caught you last summer cheating with Lisa. You have the pictures. You were trading nude photos with her. I caught you, right? A gaslighter is always going to turn this around on you and make you say that never happened. What are you talking about? Or they're either going to completely deny it, right, and say that you're crazy, or they're going to lower down what actually happened and saying that you're crazy because that never happened. They're going to tell you that, yes, I was talking to a gal named Lisa, but I work with her, and we were sending each other pictures of, we were trading files for work, right? We were trading nude pictures. That's your own thoughts. That's your own craziness. That's your own crazy imagination, right? They're going to play it off like whatever they were doing was completely innocent, right? And again, this is going to be to start making you doubting your own memories, your own recollection of what actually happened. You know that you caught them cheating deep inside, right? But because they're so good at, uh, cutting down what actually happened or cutting you down and making you feel like you're crazy, they're really good at what they do. And over enough time, they're going to start make you question again your own memories, your own what you know happened. They're going to start making you doubt. Did that really happen? Am I going crazy? And again, that's exactly what a gaslighter is trying to do because they absolutely want to control you. And that's what I'm talking about, feeling confused. So there's a lot of signs here, guys, ladies. And again, because of this, you're going to start worrying that maybe you are too sensitive. So if you're in a relationship and you're worrying that, hey, am I really too, oversensitive? Because of the gaslighter, basically his or her own behaviors and saying words when you try to tell them anything that you're feeling. Because a healthy relationship, you should be able to go to your partner and talk about what's on your mind and have a healthy discussion about it. They should actually care how you feel if they care about you and love you. But if you go to them and you say, hey, you went away for 3 days over the weekend, I didn't see you, or you didn't respond to me all night, or whatever, like when they usually talk to you all night or whatever, and one night maybe they don't say anything, right? Or they tell you something about where they're going, you just feel down deep in your core that what they've told you is a lie, right? So if you dare say anything about that, they're going to say something like, oh my God, you're so sensitive. You're so oversensitive, right? Or maybe they say something to you like, hey, you're looking a little bit chunky today, or it looks like you're gaining weight, or, you know, um, basically, maybe they say something completely cruel as well. Oh my God, your face looks like a fucking gopher, or whatever. And if you say anything, or if you by all means, if you develop a tear in your eye or whatever because they said cruel things to you or whatever, of course, they're going to say, oh, yeah, of course I was just joking. Even if they said whatever they said in a hateful way or whatever, they're going to tell you things like, they was joking. You're too sensitive. You need to get thicker skin. All these signs, guys and ladies, are signs that you are dating a gaslighter. This is emotional abuse. I can't overstate this enough, right? They're also going to give you a feeling like something terrible is always going to happen. And when you're talking to this person, when you're around this person, and they may even give you the feeling like, uh, there's some kind of a threat, like almost like you wouldn't stand a chance to be on your own without them. It's like that's impending, like the background drum, like like in a music or whatever. Like when you watch a horror movie, for example, right? You hear that the heavy background noise that you just know something bad is about to happen. So that's kind of what it's like. So if you're kind of feeling in your own relationship while you're dating this person, you can almost hear that horrifying noise, like when you watch a movie, something's bad is about to happen, like this murder is about to come out and stab somebody or whatever. You kind of hear that intense, like, you just know something bad's about to happen, right? Based on the music or the sound effects. If you're kind of feeling like that in your relationship, like something just terrible is about to happen all the time, chances are real high you're dating a gaslighter, and that's why you feel that way. When you're dating a gaslighter, you're going to also find yourself apologizing all the time, right? I'm sorry. I'm sorry about this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Because you feel like you need to apologize all the time for not only what you're doing wrong, right? But even for who you are. You're having to apologize for the person you are. Another big sign you're dating a gaslighter. And again, doesn't mean that you are apologizing. It's just like if you feel like you need to apologize to your partner, for who you are, not even things you've done, just for being you, then you're probably dating a gaslighter. So it's important to recognize some of this stuff, guys. Um, a gaslighter is also going to be really good at belittling you and making you feel like you're just not good enough. When the fact is, you're probably way better than the gaslighter is. A gaslighter is also going to make you feel like you can't live up to the demands of anybody else. Um, so even if the other person is completely unreasonable, yeah, you're you're not good enough to talk to them, to be with them, to anything. You're also going to be second guessing yourself a whole lot if you're dating a gaslighter, because you're going to be wondering if you can accurately remember the details of past events, like we mentioned earlier, the example I gave of them cheating on you. It makes you, they tell you so well that, hey, you are completely imagining everything that happened. That was a coworker that I was talking to about an important work event. It's 100% they were cheating on you. They were sending nude photos to a woman, but over time they actually convince you that it wasn't cheating and you're imagining everything, and they were actually talking to a coworker or something to that effect, or they're just simply calling you crazy every time you mention it, whatever it is. And over time, you start completely second guessing yourself and your own recollection of being able to remember anything, and basically making you just think you're completely fucked up. When you have to apologize all the time for who you are, what you're doing, and you start assuming that you're letting down everybody, not just the gaslighter, but when you start assuming or feeling like you're a letdown to your family, your friends, everybody you associate with, it's all because of the gaslighting, all because of the gaslighting of the partner. You're going to start wondering what the fuck is wrong with you, right? You're going to start wondering if something fundamentally is wrong with you, and maybe even if you're not mentally well, like you need help, because that might even be something your gaslighter says to you. Hey, you need to get help. I can't believe you're accusing me of cheating again. Maybe they cheated on you 3 or 4 times, and you've imagined all of this. You need to get help. Okay? Because a gaslighter can never do anything wrong. It's always you, and that's another big sign. You start second guessing yourself. You start wondering if something is completely wrong with you, if you're not mentally well. And a gaslighter over time is also going to make you feel like you can't make any decisions yourself, right? Every decision in your life has to be made for you by, of course, your gaslighter. And so again, this is a manipulation. It's a way to control you, and is definitely emotional abuse. And if you identify with any of these signs of gaslighting that I've mentioned in this video, you might want to seek professional help. And if you continue to let it go on, if you continue to stay in this relationship, you're going to continue to lose your self-esteem, and this is going to make a major impact on your overall mental health, and quite possibly your physical health as well, because your physical health, as we know, is directly tied to your mental health. So you definitely want to talk to somebody, and I would advise to talk to somebody who can actually get you the right person in your area, and calling the National Domestic Violence Hotline. If you're married to somebody that is gaslighting you, or if you're in a relationship with somebody that is a gaslighter, you're probably going to feel trapped. You're going to feel like you can't leave, you can't end the relationship, because again, they're going to belittle you and make you think you can't make those kind of decisions. You need them to make that kind of decision, and of course, they're going to tell you you're crazy for leaving them and all the things we've already talked about. But one thing you can do is you can call the National Domestic Violence Hotline here in America. I'll have the number down below, but in below the video, again, that number is 1-800-799-7233. So when you call the National Domestic Violence Hotline, it is emotional abuse, as we're talking about. So this is a perfect reason to call them. Even though you're not getting beaten up, hopefully you're not getting beaten up physically, this is still abuse, and it's abuse on something where the damage lasts even longer. This is wounds that can't heal like physical wounds. This is wounds that hit you internally, and it can last a lifetime and can make you, even like I said, get to the point where you love yourself so little that you take your own life. So obviously, a good reason to call the National Domestic Violence Hotline, and they can not only listen to you, but make sure that you reach out to a doctor in your area who will be capable of addressing what's going on with you, and somebody else that can talk to you and they can get you that kind of help you need. So very, very important that you guys understand what gaslighting is. And gaslighting, takes place of people that it's emotional abuse, and you're dealing with somebody that's going to be constantly lying to you. They know they're lying to you. So, for example, in a long distance relationship, for example, let's say you're a guy and you're dating a female who, let's say the female says, "Hey, I'm going to send you a present for your birthday. I'm going to send you cookies, and I'm going to make you some cookies. I love you so much, right? And I'm going to send you cookies, and I'm going to send you this gift like you've always wanted. I'm sending it right now, or maybe the next day or whatever they tell you they send this gift package out to you, and they send it to you." And they say they sent it to you. Yeah, I sent it to you. I just sent it out in the mail. You should have it. And this package never arrives. And you tell them, hey, the package never arrived. What is the gaslighter going to do? Probably get agitated. They're going to get agitated because you're calling them out on their lie by even saying that you didn't get the package. And you're just trying to say, hey, I didn't get the package. And then they're going to say, well, I sent it. I don't know what's going on. Maybe you got it and lost it. Maybe the UPS man lost it or ate the cookies, or that's so sad, or whatever. And then so maybe the next year, another year goes by, or 6 months goes by, and they send you another care package for Christmas or whatever, right? They send you more cookies for Christmas. Hey, I love you so much, I sent you cookies or whatever. By this time, you're probably so into the gaslighter's emotional abuse that, you don't trust yourself or your own feelings or thoughts or anything to the point that you believe them again, because they are the one who makes all the decisions. And maybe you even smile because you're like, hey, my gaslighting girl is sending me cookies, and get away for them. Again, they never come. And you say, hey, if you have enough courage at this point to say, hey, I didn't get them, again, they're going to get mad at you. They're going to turn it around on you. They're either going to say they never said they would send them, right? They're going to say they never said they sent them. Get mad at you. They're going to make you regret even telling them that you didn't get the package. And this could happen, this is just an example of something that might happen in a long distance relationship, for example. Because do understand that you don't have to be in a physical relationship where you both live with each other to be getting gaslit. Gaslighting can definitely happen in any kind of a romantic relationship, even a long distance relationship. So it's important that if you do feel like you've been being gaslit, understand that it is emotional abuse and you need to get out from under it. The best thing you can do is contact, get help, reach out to the National Domestic Hotline. Like I say, they can listen to you, they can get you on the right path. And the other things that you can do if you're being gaslit is you want to make sure that you get away from them the best you can. So you're going to want to try to take a step back from all these emotions that the gaslighter is making you feel. Physically leaving the situation can help. So if you have to go live with your parents or a friend or whatever you have to do to get out of the physical location where they're at, that's definitely going to help. You're probably also going to want to, practice things like taking hot baths and relaxing, and maybe even learning how to take deep breaths. Stress balls could be really good in this kind of a situation. But the most important thing here is talk to somebody, get distance away. If you have any evidence of being gaslit that make you question yourself or the facts or whatever, keeping a journal while you're in this relationship. And even like if you have text conversations, so like in the long distance relationship or whatever, make sure you save all these text conversations that you have with them, especially when you bring up in a text conversation that, hey, I feel like I'm scared that you're cheating on me. Where were you last night or whatever? I got this feeling that you were cheating on me. You're called crazy and oversensitive and stuff like that. Saving that kind of conversation, right? Even though the gaslighter is going to try to make you feel like you're crazy, if they ever make you feel like that over a text conversation, you want to make sure you save that evidence, whether it be email, screenshots of your conversation that you had or whatever. Make sure you save all that so that you can later remind yourself when you know better that you shouldn't doubt or question yourself and you shouldn't believe them because you know they're lying. You have the proof right there in the screenshot that you've saved or the emails that you've saved to know that you were 100% right. They were cheating on you or that they admitted to it, whatever it was. And then now over time, they've made you not believe the facts that are right there. Again, setting boundaries for yourself is definitely going to help you as well when you're talking about being gaslit. You want to make sure that you start having any feeling or signs whatsoever that you're being gaslit. You want to put your foot down right there, and you want to tell your partner you think might be gaslighting you what you will and won't accept in a relationship. You're going to say that, hey, you're not going to allow your partner to trivialize or deny your feelings, right? So your feelings are genuine. What you feel, whether they're accurate or not. So if you feel like your partner is cheating or whatever, it doesn't even matter at that point if they are cheating or not. What's important is that you feel that they might be cheating on you. It's a horrible feeling. And if your partner is going to belittle you or make your feelings insignificant, then that's not a good sign. And so setting a boundary for something like that is very important. Say, make it right from the start. Like, I want a partner that is not going to ever belittle or make fun of or downplay my feelings, whatever they are. Somebody that really loves you will understand that you feel, why you feel the way you do. They'll look at your side of it and say, hey, I haven't talked to you in 2 days, or I was ignoring you all day when I usually talk to you. Here's what I was doing. Here's why you should trust me. Here's where I was, right? I'm so sorry that, I didn't reach out and at least say hi or whatever it was. And they'll definitely try harder to make you understand and believe that they really love you and they really care about you. And they'll never say things like, you're too sensitive, or you're going crazy, or you're imagining that. When you're hearing those kind of things about your feelings, you're probably dating a gaslighter or a narcissist, right? And you probably best to back out of that relationship the best way you can at that point, right? Uh, at the lowest, at the least, right? This person doesn't care about you or doesn't care about how you feel, and you definitely deserve somebody who genuinely cares about your feelings and how you feel. Right? So, and of course, the best thing you can do if you're dealing with a gaslighter, and this can be a really difficult thing to do, but if they're showing signs, they're continuing to show these signs that I went over in this video over and over and over again, it's probably going to be time for you to end the relationship. Right? It's abuse. Again, you need to get out of it. And if you need to talk to the National Domestic Violence Hotline, or the number I have down below, if you talk to somebody there, if you need to talk to friends and family to help you get out or give you the confidence you need to step away and break up with a gaslighter, that's exactly what you need to do. And understand it's going to take time for you to heal. You may have to go through counseling to get over the damage done. Hopefully, you're able to end the relationship early enough to where they didn't do significant damage to who you are, the core of your how you value yourself, right? Hopefully you get out early enough to where you can, pretty quickly know what happened to you, understand that you were involved with a narcissist, somebody who was emotionally abusive, and learn to take those signs that you've learned in the relationship and avoid, know if you were to date a narcissist or a gaslighter in the future, the signs to look out for because, hey, you've already done this. So by leaving and getting out of it, you're going to be better prepared the next time you have somebody trying to emotionally abuse you. So I hope this video has helped somebody out there, helped you. If you're clicking on this video, chances are probably pretty high that you might be thinking that you're getting gaslit in your relationship, or you want to know what gaslighting is because it's it's a term that's thrown around all the time. But if you do feel like any of these signs are something that you're going through in your relationship, be sure you reach out to the National Domestic Violence Hotline and the number down below, and talk to somebody. They're available for you 24 hours a day. They're anonymous, and it's completely free to call. So why not, right? So I do want to go ahead and thank you guys for listening and watching this video. If you liked everything I talked about, if this has helped you in any way, please hit that like button down, guys. Be sure you comment down below and let me know, if this video has helped you. I would love to know. This has been Zaxter99, and we'll see you in the next video, everybody.